What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk to you a little bit about Axis Football and my impressions of it so far. I've spent about 8 or 9 hours with the game so far, so I've got a pretty good idea of the ins and outs of the game and where it needs to improve and the positives I have so far with it. First off, this game is nowhere near, Madden's level. So don't expect Madden 08 quality, PC quality. It's not there. But what you will see is the big P word, potential. This game has a lot of potential, and I'm going to show you this play that exhibits just that. Everything about this play is what I've been wanting to see from the passing game of football games, and I haven't seen it. Fever was the closest to it, but this game gives you pretty much unlimited control of where you're going to put the football. If this guy can get some funds behind him and put the funds back into the game, you can expect that this guy can create something special. Because with what he's had, a 3-man team, and pretty much he's designed pretty much everything in the game, and he's been able to come up with this with pretty much no budget. I'm very excited to see what he can do with a budget. So let's get to this play, and I'll show you what I like about it.
Way downfield. What a play!
Alright, let's slow it down. So I got Robert Griffin here in the gun, and I'm looking for Deshaun Jackson deep. Now notice how my cursor is slightly ahead of him, but I know Deshaun Jackson is faster than most receivers. So I put the cursor quite far away when leading him to the target. There's 2 defenders here that could intercept the ball, but I get a nice completion here. Now, I've noticed that you can't do that with every receiver. You have to judge how fast your receivers are and place your marker accordingly, or it won't be complete, and most likely it will be an interception, as seen here in this example with Ryan Tannehill. And on the other hand, if you're going to try to lead a receiver, you can overthrow the receiver quite easily if you try to lead him too far. Again, this comes down to how fast is your receiver and how accurate is your quarterback. This is the sim aspect. Now, this game's been getting a lot of hate because it's not got the fancy graphics and it's got hardly any animations and everything. But here's what people don't understand. But I've been trying to get it through their heads, but they just either they're ignorant or they just have selective hearing. But here's the thing. PC has not had a football game since the Madden 08. And even when we had Madden 08, we don't have the freedoms that we have now with Steam. And if you're familiar with Steam, you know there's a thing called Steam Workshop where people share their mods and everything. Makes it really easy. And not only that, guys, but we have a developer that is behind the modders and is behind giving us what we want. I can't say this enough, but there have been people in the forums saying that they're going to make specific mods for this game. Somebody mentioned a rugby mod, an arena football mod, a college football mod. There's already NFL rosters being made. I'm using some of the old ones from last year here. The potential is just so huge. And the commentary mod, somebody's going to actually make their own commentary. And this got me thinking, and I asked the developer, I was like, is there a way we can alter the stadium sounds? Because I had this idea where I wanted to put in the chants for specific teams. Mainly this would apply to college teams because the chants are, recognizable in college. But the JETS, Jets, when they're doing well or whatever, that could be something that I would like to put in this game, and the developer agreed with me, and he said that would be possible. That's why I'm excited about having a game on this platform. This game may not be up to par yet, but I see the potential with just the community in general having the ability to modify anything in this game. The developer is giving us full access, basically, to this football game. Anything we want to change, he's going to let us do it. Right now, we just have the basic roster modifications, the name, numbers, and race. The attributes will be coming next, he said, followed by the logos the colors, and there's a new player model that's in the works, and he's saying that's going to be where we actually can modify, parts of the uniform and whatever, and that's going to be pretty cool. I'm not sure how good it's going to look though, but the pictures look pretty decent. Yeah, guys, the potential. What I want you to focus on is the P word, potential. We haven't had this kind of opportunity in a long, long time. PC gaming, modding, and all that wasn't that big when EA was putting out Madden games on the PC. Yeah, it existed, but it's nowhere near as common as it is now. And there's not nearly as much people doing it. And it's easy to do. Some of it is anyway. Just the roster modification is extremely easy to do. So just bear that in mind, that people have it in their minds that this is going to be the Madden. It's got to be up to Madden's, level if I'm going to buy it. And people just got to understand that that's just not the way it works. I mean, you can't just build something straight away. I mean, you got to have resources and funds and manpower. And this guy had none of that pretty much. And he still is trying to make this football game what we want it to be. I have to respect that. The game has problems. Of course, it has a lot of problems. But it has a lot of potential as well. The first thing that I told him that must be fixed is the lineman interaction. Because you can't get off blocks. You can't make plays. So basically, if you just get one block, you're gone. You can go for 80 yards on command. And you just get past the initial surge there, and you're gone. And that's something that needs to be fixed first, is the lineman interactions. You need a way to get off the blocks, but that doesn't exist currently. But it is in the works, he said. There's a lot of negatives about this game. I really don't have time to get into them right now. I will in another video, but there's a lot of positives as well. And a lot of my negatives that I had about the game, I have expressed my concern about them in the forums, and the developer knows about them, and I have all the confidence in the world that he's going to take them into account. In the first day, I was kind of like the bug finder. I found a lot of the bugs, and I told him about it, and he fixed them within hours. I mean, things that I told him, oh, can you fix this, this, and this, he's already done it. I mean, just simple things like, oh, it said touchdown when I get a 2-point conversion. I didn't like that. So he changed it right away. And it's just little things like that, man. And this developer is very open, and that's what I like about this opportunity. The developer is so open with the community. You ask for something, he's going to listen. He will listen. And that's why I keep trying to tell people, don't shit on this game just because it's not what you want to see. It's got potential. And apparently the game's doing well enough to where there is going to be an Axis Football 16 with a franchise mode, drafts, some other things. Look at that deflected pass. It actually got deflected and picked off there. I didn't notice it at first. These little guys are bugging out there. There's a little glitch there, but you got to understand, guys, this game does have potential. It does have potential. If you're not ready to buy into it yet, that's fine. But don't knock it, without seeing the big picture. I want you guys to understand there's a bigger picture in here. And if this guy actually does deliver on his promises and puts the things in that we're asking for, there's a lot of things that I've asked for already, and he's already put them on his list. I asked for hot routes. I asked for customizable plays. A bigger playbook, because the way the plays are now, they're very, very shallow. I think you only have 42 plays total, and that is just not going to cut it. So what he said is we'll be able to design our own plays. We'll be able to design our own plays with a play editor that is in the works. I'm not sure about the size of the playbook. That needs to expand. He did say it was going to get bigger, so that's another positive there. Hot routes are in the works. I asked for that, and I asked for him to make them to where we could have access to any route in the game instead of just your basic fly routes, out routes, in routes, stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but it's something that I asked for, and it's in the works. Hot routes are coming. Lots of things are coming. Jukes and spin moves are coming, stiff arms, player interactions on the line. All that, he said, is coming. I'm excited for a future where the gamers and the developers can share their ideas and make it happen. Again, guys, I hope you guys support this game. If not, just keep an eye on it for future updates. There's supposed to be an update next month. That's where the new player models are going to be unleashed, and hopefully that'll be good. And hopefully there's some more mods in the works too, maybe some graphical mods and stuff like that. Maybe that'll increase interest in the game. But, like I said, the wall between developer and player is pretty much over. And I like that because now we can kind of design the game that we want just through feedback. That's it. I'll see you guys next time.